Hello, thank you for choosing All About Stocks. My name is Alan. Today we're going to be going over Dynex Capital or DX. So I do have Dynex Capital labeled here in the yellow. And something to note here, we do have the monthly dividend here at 13 cents. So Dynex is a mortgage-backed security REIT, and they make their money through Fannie Mae and Fannie Mac. Their current assets for the quarter are 3,474,000, and their current liabilities are 2.7. The current ratio is 1.28, which is pretty good for a REIT. The current total shareholder equity is 75 or 755, which, as long as that's not negative, that's pretty good. At least for REIT, that's my opinion. The shareholder equity, it does look as they may be having a little trouble with debt, but just like I said with AG&C, a REIT, I would not expect them to have too much capital on hand. They're wanting to put as much capital into their business as possible. That's so they can return that money into dividends for their shareholders. So if you have a bunch of capital, then they're not using that capital for their shareholders. So yeah, you're not going to have a very high number here. Debt to equity, 3.59. I'd say they're probably pretty good once again for being a REIT. I don't know if I'm just making up excuses for REITs, but I see more of a debt issuance for REITs because they're trying to make that money in dividends for their shareholders, so they're going to take more of a debt issuance problem. Therefore, they can fall back on cutting dividends. So you have to look at that problem as, hey, if I buy into these companies, I do have the problem of possibly losing my dividend. But you'll still have the company. The company can still come back and make you money, thereby raising your share price as well as coming back with your dividend. So it's a twofold issue there. Net income for Dynex 155,341. So they are positive on their net income. Shareholder equity, you're looking at 755. So for the most part, they had a productive year, 20% productive. So they're doing pretty good for the year, and their current share price 1768, if I remember correctly. They did increase for the shares, so they're doing pretty good. And from here over, I am working on this part. It's my EPS is not coming out correctly. Their total revenue went down, and let's see if I have anything else over here. They do have a preferred shares of 1.54. That's quarterly, or not quarter. Yeah, that's quarterly. So, and that's something I'm trying to figure out over here. So I'm not really going through too much of this. If I see anything important, I just kind of blurt it out. Trying more of trying to fix this issue up. So hopefully I can get all this fixed up and try to educate y'all of what I can on this. Something I've noticed is on the last few big events, everyone's talking about this big drop in the market that's going to be coming. So far, every time these monthly dividend stocks seem to hit their top, that's usually when the market seems to drop. So I don't know the correlation behind that. However, I do know that what I've seen on in the past, and I haven't been trading too long. It's only been like a year or so. I'm just trying to go back and look for historical replicas, if you will. But I've noticed that they these rets, they do create higher highs, but it's after every drop in the market. So a a big drop like the one we had with COVID will bring a newer high for rets, but then a new drop will come and something of that. That's once again, that's just my opinion. However, it's something you can easily pull up, you can look at, and it's something I just kind of looked at on a chart. You can look on a chart and go, hey, uh, he's full of crap, and maybe I am, maybe I just plotted the line differently or wrong. It and believe me, it's not every single one of them. It's just kind of a you know average type thing, but it's something to take note of. We're getting high on all these stocks, but you know just take note of that. I know I got off side of Dynex here, but you know I, I don't want to tell y'all what to invest in, but at the same time, I'm just going to go through all these stocks and kind of give you the information I can. And as I progress in my knowledge, I'll add to that knowledge, and hopefully, some of y'all will help me add to my knowledge. So, happy trading, and hopefully, y'all learned something. Like, subscribe, and hit me up with any knowledge you have. Have a great day.